Catherine was not born Russian. She came into the world in 1729 as Sophie, a German princess from a small kingdom. At just 14, she was sent to Russia to marry Peter, the heir to the throne. But life at the Russian court was cold and lonely. Her husband, Peter, was immature and more interested in playing with toy soldiers than ruling an empire. He treated Catherine with indifference, preferring the company of his German friends over Russian nobility. Catherine, however, had bigger ambitions. She realized that to survive in Russia, she had to embrace its culture. She learned the Russian language, studied politics, and read the works of great philosophers. She secretly aligned herself with Russian nobles, the church, and military leaders who resented Peter's rule. When he became Tsar in 1762, his rule was a disaster. He alienated the powerful nobility and made enemies within his own court. Within months, the nobles and generals had enough. With their support, Catherine staged a coup, forcing Peter to abdicate. A few days later, he mysteriously died in captivity, leaving her as the sole ruler of Russia. As Empress, Catherine wasted no time. She modernized Russia, improving education, promoting science, and expanding the empire's borders. Inspired by European thinkers like Voltaire and Montesquieu, she tried to reform laws, build libraries, and encourage the arts. She invited scientists and intellectuals from Europe to advise her court. Under her rule, Russia became one of the most powerful nations in the world. She also expanded Russia's territory significantly, waging successful wars against the Ottoman Empire and securing access to the Black Sea, giving Russia a strong naval presence. She played a key role in the partition of Poland, adding vast new lands to the empire. By the end of her reign, Russia had grown larger and stronger than ever before. But her reign was not without challenges. Rebellions broke out, including the Pugachev Rebellion, where a former soldier claimed to be Peter III and led a massive peasant revolt. Catherine crushed the uprising, but it showed the deep divide between the nobility and the lower classes. Despite her vision for progress, she struggled to change the harsh conditions of Russian serfs, who remained in near slavery under landowning nobles. Catherine also faced personal scandals. She took several lovers, some of whom were much younger than her, leading to gossip across Europe. Her opponents tried to undermine her with wild rumors, but despite the controversies, she remained firmly in control. After ruling for 34 years, Catherine died in 1796, leaving behind a stronger, more modern Russia.